What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out Kingdomino from Blue Orange Games. This is for 2 to 4 players. Take about 15 minutes to play. It's for ages 8+. And in Kingdomino, you are going to kind of be playing dominoes and building a kingdom. You're going to be trying to get crowns and connect together different parts of lands in order to score the most points. It is a lightweight filler domino-esque game, but is it good? Let's open it up and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Kingdomino. So first and foremost, we have a handy dandy rule book, 4 pages, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples. Very well done. Big thumbs up on the rule booklet. Very simple game, and I can probably teach you how to play it right now. So in Kingdomino, you are going to be creating a 5x5 grid, starting off with just your little castle and your little wild plot of land. This is essentially a wild space right here. You're going to be building this plot of land by collecting dominoes, and the dominoes are going to come in the form of these tiles right here, which will be randomly mixed up before the beginning of the game and then put into this really nice box insert here. Every single turn, you are going to be picking one domino, and then you're also going to be connecting one of your dominoes to your already started land right here, and that's how you're going to score points. You will score points by getting points by tallying up how many crowns you have times how big an area is. So for instance, in this particular example, I would score 0 for these because I don't have any crowns at all, and I would score 2 points for this one because there's 1 black spot times 2. So let's see if I can find another one and give you another example. So now, boom. Let's say this is the example. The black spots are going to score me 8 points because I have 4 crowns times 2 spaces. The sand over here would score me 0, and this weird little underground dirt spot would still score me 0, despite the fact there's 3 right there. Let's go ahead and do this example right here. So now I would score 2 points for my sand because it's 2 times 1, and I would still score 8 points for this. This doesn't score any points because there's no crowns on it and they are not touching. So actually, you'd probably want to do that just because I think it would score you more points, but that's neither here nor there. So that's how you're going to be scoring points in the game. If you play the advanced version of the game, which I do recommend playing right from the beginning, you also can score additional points if you're able to completely make your grid 5x5, and if you keep your your castle in the center. But I'll talk more about that in the pros and cons. Let's show you how the game is played. So when you first start up the game, you're going to shuffle up these tiles, as I mentioned, and then you're going to set out how many tiles you have based on how many players you have. So in a 3-player game, I would set out 3 tiles. I'm going to set them in numerical order with the lowest number on the top, like this. Boom, boom, boom. Those are all pretty similar. And then what's going to happen is we're just going to decide who's going to go first at the beginning of the game, but turn order is going to change from round to round. Now, generally, the numbers on the bottom are going to be better. In this particular scenario, they are not. It's pretty much 50-50 here. But generally, the numbers at the top are going to be worse, but that means you're going to pick next if you pick up here. I'll show you how it works. So let's just say yellow went here, green went here, and blue went here. Once we've done that, we're going to reveal 3 new tiles. So let's see, 12, 17, 46. So 12 would go at the top, 17 would go right here, and then 46 would go down here. So what's going to happen now is yellow is going to be the first person to pick a tile this round because they took the one all the way at the top. They would most likely want to take this one right here. Now, as soon as they move this king, they have to take this tile and they have to place it onto their land like so. And I'll just start this over here. And that'd be a pretty decent start for me right now. So next, green would go over here, and they'd say, all right, I want to pick first next time, and this guy would go right here, and then these two, they would connect these to their land. So now green is going to be going first this round. Once again, we would get 3 more tiles. We have a 23, 25, and a 47. And we'll take a look at this. Green might say, oh, I want to get these points right here. Yellow would probably go for the green just because they would like to get that crown on the green, and then blue would be like, yeah, I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that. So then when you do this, though, I would take that right here, and this is actually, I would probably flip it just like that. So that would be a pretty nice play right there. I would already have 2 points, and if I could get a green forest, which I'm about to get, that means my forests are also going to start scoring me points at the end of the game. So you're just going to keep continuing to do this. Now, a couple things I do want to mention is you do not have to keep your kingdom in the middle of your map. You'll get to a certain point where it'll be like, I kind of don't want to keep my kingdom right in the middle. Also, you can flip these however you see fit, except for diagonal, because obviously that probably wouldn't work. And you're going to continue to go until everyone has a 5x5 grid, or should have a 5x5 grid, because what will happen is sometimes you'll get to the position where you won't be able to make a 5x5 grid. At the end of the game, you're going to score points based on how big your area is. So let's just go ahead and fill this in. Let's just say I did that, and this, and that. This guy right here. Yeah, that kind of stinks right there. So this is one of those interesting scenarios where even though I might want to be going to keep this in the middle, scoot that over a little bit, I might be like, oh, this is going to get me more points down here, so I might do that. So let's just say that's what I wound up getting. Wow, that would be absolutely... Oh, no, I can still build stuff over here. So let's just go ahead and go... Bloop. Bloop. And, yeah, there we go. So let's see how many points this guy got. This was a very terrible kingdom for the most part. He focused too heavy. Well, let's just see what happens. So, assuming we're not playing with the advanced version rules, I would score 4 points over here because I have blue crown and then 4 spots, so 1 times 4. I have 2 crowns in the wood, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I would score 12 points right here, so I'd be up to 16. I would score nothing for my sand. Even though I have this huge plot of sand here, I'd score 0 for it. Down here, I would score 6 points just for these ones, and up here, I'd score 2 points. And that would be how I would score the game. Now, if I was playing with the advanced rules, the advanced version of the games, I would lose out on the 10 additional points for your kingdom being in the center right here. And I would also lose out in the 5 additional points if my territory was complete, because obviously I have 2 missing spots right here. But that, in a nutshell, is how you're going to play Kingdomino. Alrighty then, Kingdomino from Blue Orange Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. 2 to 4 players, very restricted player count. I also liked it best at 3 or 4 players, but that being said, I didn't dislike it at 2 players. I thought it was pretty good at all the different player counts, but I preferred it at 3 to 4 players. Another con, obviously, this is an incredibly light, simple game, which is going to be a turn off to some people. If you want more meat on the bones, this one might not be for you. Also, the mechanisms are very simple. Most of the time, your choices are going to be very simple. It's just, where should I put this tile? Which tile should I pick? If I go last, I don't even get to pick the tile that I pick. And you could get into a situation where you might just go last the entire game. It could happen. It probably won't happen because other people will want those more lucrative tiles, but you can get pigeonholed into making decisions in this game. So there's not much choice in this game, as much choice as you might like. That's what I got. I mean, there's really not too many holes to poke in this game. This might be my favorite 15-minute game out there. Like, aside from, you know what, I shouldn't say that. I think I liked 2 Rooms and a Boom a little bit better. But for the most part, I'm having a hard time thinking of better 15-minute games in this game. And this game really is 15 minutes. So what do I like about this game? First and foremost, easy to learn, easy to teach, easy to set up. You know, this is exactly what you want out of a filler game. This is exactly what you want out of a family game, I think, for most families. This is the kind of game where you got maybe 30 minutes before bedtime, you want to play a game. This is the kind of game you grab. But at the same time, there's enough strategy and there's enough things going on in this game that I still can and will bust this out at game night. And when I busted it out at game night, everybody liked it. Like, I have yet to play this with anyone who disliked the game, because all of its shortcomings are made up for the fact that it legitimately is a 10 to 15 minute game that gives you just enough choices that you're going to enjoy it. I mean, was this Cathala? Yeah, this was Cathala. Bruna Cathala knocks it out of the park again. I cannot recommend this game enough, and I feel like this is the kind of game that, unless you have just hundreds, tons and tons of filler games, I shouldn't say hundreds, but tons of filler games, this absolutely should be one you might want to check out, because this is one of my new go-to filler games. It's just that simple, easy to learn, easy to teach, family weight, gateway-esque. I mean, because it uses the domino aspect, which nearly everybody, well, I shouldn't say nearly everybody, but nearly anybody in their 50s should know pretty well. I enjoyed the components. I enjoyed the artwork. I like the feeling of building your kingdom. I like the advanced rules a lot too. I would recommend starting with those right from the get-go because they make some decisions just that little bit more interesting. Like, ooh, I want to keep my kingdom in the center because it's going to score me big points, but at the same time, I got this double crown right here and I put it in this right spot. Is it going to score me more points than I do with that? I won't. It makes some interesting choices. Overall, I'm rambling a little bit. I enjoyed Kingdomino. This is a very easy sell for me. I liked it a lot. Everybody I played with enjoyed it. It's going on my shelf, and it's going to be one of my go-to filler games. Also, this is one I can't wait to play with my son when he gets older. I'd say probably ages 7+, maybe 6+. It's just that simple. Kingdomino, Blue Orange Games, yet another rock-solid game. Add this one to my collection, and I think you might want to add to your collection as well if you're in the market for a filler game. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. In the comments below, let me know, hand sanitizer, yay or nay? For me personally, big yay. I actually used to rub it in my eyes from time to time to get rid of pink eye. Also, I just love the convenience of it as well. So I'm a big fan of hand sanitizer, even though it does dry out my hands a little bit. But hey, that's definitely worth the price of not having to spend the 30 seconds to wash my hands. But let me know in the comments below, hand sanitizer, yay or nay? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.